go. Here we go. So I've been taking it pretty easy the last couple of weeks. Just been taking some time off the YouTube to enjoy the holidays with some loved ones and things like that. It's been bloody brilliant, but it's time to get back on the video grind. And, you know, we've got to start off, we've got to end the year with the Gear of the Year. I know this is the Gear of the Year show that you've all been waiting for. The 2020 Dipswitch Awards Show. Hey guys, welcome back to Dipswitch Demos. My name is Jackson, and yeah, it's time for the awards show. My Gear of the Year, my favourite bits of gear from 2020. We're going to take it pretty chill. Please don't take it too seriously. Honestly, hand on heart, I've not played a bad piece of gear this year. It's been a pretty exciting year for gear, if you ask me. Just goes to show what a great place the gear and guitar community is in at the moment. But seriously, don't be too upset if your favourite pedal, or even the pedal that you made, doesn't feature in this video. Got to narrow it down some way, and this is just the ones that have stood out to me and the ones that I sort of remember when writing this video. A couple of things before we start. Every piece of gear in this video had to have been released in 2020. Kind of thought that was the fairest way to do it. And I also have had to have played it. No point putting in my favourite piece of gear that I've never tried. Everything in this video I've played or tried or spent some time with, so no Chase Bliss Automata in this video. Let's start with a pretty big category, best overdrive of the year. I'm also including preamps and distortions in here as well, so just bear that in mind. But it really is never a bad year for the drive world. We probably see more overdrives released every year than any other type of pedal. So it's a pretty fierce category, a lot of competition here. I've managed to pick 3 of my favourites and also a winner here. So the nominees are the Cornerstone Gladio, the Thorpe Effects The Bunker, and finally the Shotmaker Instruments Heroin Deluxe. And the winner is... See, I've proper thought this video out. The Cornerstone Gladio. It's got to be the 2-channel Dumble overdrive from Italy. What an incredible overdrive that pedal is. I wish I got to spend more time with it. All 3 of those nominations though, really I felt brought something completely new to the drive market. You can't go wrong with any 3 of them. Winner's got to be the Gladio though. What a special, special drive that is. Low gain to high gain, smooth, clear drive. I'm not sure if it sounds like a Dumble, but whatever it is, it sounds pretty great to me. Bloody brilliant pedal if you ask me. So, next category, best fuzz. The closest category to my heart, absolutely. There's never a dull moment in the fuzz world. And there's been some great releases this year as well. The nominations are in. We have the Brown Amplifications T4, their new Big Muff style pedal. We have the Redbeard Effects Honey Badger, crazy, crazy analog octave down fuzz. And finally, the limited edition Xander Circuitry and Champion Lecky The Brew. 2 amazing circuits brought together in a really cool package. And the winner is... we have the Redbeard Effects Honey Badger. I've truly never played a fuzz as cool as this. High gain, vintage, spitty fuzz with a glitchy analog octave down. Just insanity. An insane pedal. Almost uncontrollable, but when you do get it in the sweet spot, there's nothing quite like it. Filth riff machine. So big congrats to Mikey Demas and Adrian Thorpe at Redbeard for creating a truly special fuzz. Let's move on to the next category. Here we go, this is an interesting one. We have Best Wobbly Thing of the Year. Now I'm talking modulation, broadly speaking modulation, but sort of a couple of other things in here as well. I suppose a relatively new realm for me as well. I've typically stayed away from the classic modulation types, really started to delve into those this year and really enjoyed what I found. So the nominations are, we have another nomination for Xander Circuitry, and we have the Junipero up here. Then we have the Walrus Juliana, stereo version of their popular Julia pedal, really nice pedal, tried it out at 42 Gear Street. And the last nomination is the Dr. Scientist Dusk, and the winner is it's the Dr. Scientist Dusk. Also would be up there with my biggest surprise of the year when they said they were making a digitally controlled analog low-pass filter. I was like, okay, what does that mean? What can that do for me? And the answer to that is a whole lot. Whether you're modulating that low-pass filter in a sort of a step sequence waveform to get some dancey sort of vibes, or if you're using it as sort of an envelope filter, there's really so much this pedal can do, and it's a really unique take on a bit of modulation. Highly recommend you go check it out. The Dr. Scientist Dusk wins my best wobbly thing of the year. The final pedal category is a pretty big one. We have best, delay and reverb. Big category, like I said. Got to combine the two just because really. The nominations are in. We have the Jam Pedals Delay Llama Extreme, their new crazy analog delay pedal, feature rich stuff. Love this guy. And then we have the Eventide Black Hole, arguably an old sound, but they've put that old algorithm into a new pedal that's super easy to use and great sounding. Then we have the Native Audio Ghost Ridge version 1.5. Got to include this simple reverb with great sounds in it as well. And the winner is the Jam Pedals Delay Llama Extreme. It's got to be. This pedal completely floored me. To be honest, I always thought I was more of a tape delay guy. I kind of like those multi-head things going on. But really, this pedal completely transformed me into an analog delay guy. What a crazy, crazy pedal. So inspiring. Infinitely inspiring. Ultimately beautiful sounding. Yeah, it's got to be the Jam Pedals Delay Llama. Awesome pedal. Congrats. Moving on from pedals, we have best guitar. Now, because it's a slightly smaller channel, I don't get to try out too many new guitars, but this year I've been pretty lucky actually. I've managed to try out quite a few new guitars, whether that be here on the channel or at 42 Gear Street. So I've managed to pick 3 of my favourites. Let's get into the nominations. We have the Fender Acoustasonic Stratocaster. Pretty exciting new guitar if you ask me. Came out in January, the Stratocaster variant, so I had to include it in this list. I've really enjoyed getting to know it. Next nomination, also a Fender guitar, the Fender Player Series Mustang. Pretty great guitar for the money. I really enjoyed it. I've still got it and I'm still using it a lot. And then finally, a guitar that I believe I played the prototype at the Birmingham Guitar Show, so maybe a bit of an iffy nomination, but it's going to be the Fidelity Guitars Light Stella Rosa. Stripped down version of his classic sort of flagship range of guitars. This is such an awesome, awesome machine. And the winner is... you guys aren't going to like it. It's the Fender Acoustasonic Stratocaster. Probably quite a Marmite guitar, if not one of the most Marmite guitars that's ever been released. And yeah, I've bloody loved it. I've not put this guitar down. A true Swiss Army knife for some musicians, and also just a must-have for a lot of function and touring guitar players. You can cover so much ground, and it's got to be up here for my winner of Best Guitar of the Year. Moving on, we have Best Amp. Now, if I haven't played that many guitars, then I really haven't played that many new amps, but I've played some pretty special amps this year, especially at 42 Gear Street. So the nominations are the Fender Mustang GTX 100, the Soldano SLO30, and finally the Morgan MVP 66. Pretty hefty category. There's some big boys in this one, and the winner is the Soldano SLO30. Would also be a contender for the biggest surprise of the year. Who would have thought that a guy who typically likes clean one-channel amps would love, truly head over heels in love with this huge sounding 30-watt 2-channel gainy monster. Cleans are beautiful, but really that gain, even just at low gain, it punches through the air. Feels like it's thrown you across the room. What a truly awesome amp. And yeah, that wins Best Amp of the Year for me. The final 4 categories. We're on the home stretch, guys. Come on. We have Best other thing. A pretty broad category, but I got to talk about some of the awesome accessories and other things to come out this year. The nominations are the TC Electronic Plethora x5. Came out at the beginning of the year, and I had to include it in this category. Doesn't really fit in with any of the others, but the Plethora x5. The other two nominations are the Neural DSP Archetype Corey Wong plugin, and also the Anasounds K Plus modular power source. And the winner is... it's got to be the Neural DSP Corey Wong plugin. Truly opened my eyes to a new world of tone. I highly recommend you go and download the 14-day free trial. Not sponsored at all, but seriously, you will not be disappointed by this thing. Truly awesome clean sounds, but also great ambient drive sounds. Sweet plugin. Oh, we're rattling through them now. Let's move on to a couple of fun ones. We have best name. I think naming a pedal or a gear product has got to be one of the hardest steps. I don't know how these guys do it. So the nominations are, again, the Jam Pedal Delay Llama Extreme. Great name, tongue-in-cheek. I like it a lot. The Eventide Black Hole. Basically sounds as if how the pedal sounds. I love it. And then finally the TC Electronic Plethora x5. I think that's a great name. They really nailed it with the name. It kind of describes the pedal in one word. There's so much going on. But the winner is the Eventide Black Hole. I love this name. I'm not sure I've come across a pedal name that truly describes the sound of the pedal as well as the black hole. The black hole sounds as if it's sort of reversing, sucking in on itself. I'm not sure if that's what I mean, but it just sounds like I imagine a black hole to sound. Yeah, it's got to be the Black Hole. What an awesome name. What an awesome pedal. Let's move on before this thing gets weird. Final two categories. We've got to do a best looking. The looks of a piece of gear is very important, in my opinion, to you buying a piece of gear. I know that when I love the look of a piece of gear, I instantly want to play it, pick it up, and buy it, really. So, the nominations are, again, I got to include the Jam Pedals Delay Llama Extreme. I think it's a pretty perfect looking pedal. I love the sort of cartoon childlike design that they've nailed over the years, and it's a great looking pedal. Then we have the Native Audio Wilderness version 1.5. A bit of a sleeper if you ask me. The whole Native Audio range is a bit of a sleeper when it comes to looks, but I think they look so classy. I love the turquoise sort of teal colour on this one. Great looking pedal. And finally, the last nomination is the Anasounds K Plus modular power source. Who'd have thought that a power supply could be beautiful, but they've really nailed this design. Really elegant if you ask me. I love the sort of etched heart on the top with the etched sort of wood panelling. Great looking power supply. And the winner is Andy the Guitar Geek. How did he do this? He's not even in the nominations. But fair dues, he's a good looking piece of gear. And to accept the award is the man himself. Let's hand it over to you, Andy.
Hi everyone, I've just learned that I've won best looking piece of gear. And so I'm out with my torch, just trying to banish some demons, because obviously 2020 has gone completely wrong now with me being the winner. So we thought it was bad, it got better, then it got worse again, and now somehow I won a competition to do with looks. So here I am trying to extinguish the demons with my flame. Happy New Year, and keep watching Dipswitch demos. See you soon.
Alright, finally, MVP of the year. Best overall piece of gear, in my opinion. Still got it, remember it's my opinion. We've got this. I'm also going to do it slightly differently. I'm going to give it a P3, P2, and finally a winner. So, in third place of my favourite gear of the year is, you're not going to like it, it's the Fender Acoustasonic Stratocaster. Really, I have not played another guitar that's blown me away as much as this, so it's got to be on the top 3. I cannot wait to start gigging with this thing in 2021. Hopefully we can get back to gigging, and this is going to be a really important part of my setup. So yeah, third place goes to the Fender Acoustasonic Strat. Second place, pretty groundbreaking for me personally. Like I said earlier, it's opened my eyes to a whole new world of tone. and it's the Neural DSP Archetype Corey Wong plugin. Crazy piece of gear. Seriously, download it. 14-day free trial. You lose nothing. I think you can try pretty much any of their plugins for free for 14 days. You got to do it. Corey Wong rocks. This plugin rocks. It looks great. It's not intimidating at all like a lot of other plugins. You got to do it. P2 Corey Wong plugin. So that means P1, my favorite piece of gear. It's had the most nominations tonight. It's got to be the Jam Pedal Delay Llama Extreme. You might not be expecting it, but you might be expecting it. Truly, it's become a staple on my board. It's not come off my board since I got it. It's the best sounding delay pedal I've heard. You got to try it out. You got to try out any of the Jam stuff, but the Delay Llama Extreme is a game changer. I love it, and it wins my Gear of the Year. Yeah, congrats Jam Pedals and the team over there. You're awesome. The pedal is awesome. Can't wait to see what you've got coming out in 2021. We did it. We did it. Thank you for joining me for this slightly silly video. Hopefully I'll be back next week with some more demos and stuff if I can get my arse off my seat. But we will. We will. We'll have some fun in 2021. Thank you for sticking with me through 2020. Although it's been a tough year, when all said and done, it's also been a great year for the channel. We have over doubled in size when we're talking about subscribers. Had some great opportunities, met some great friends. And yeah, I hope we can continue that momentum into 2021. Be awesome. I love you guys. Thank you for sticking around. Have a good year. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next video.